All right, so Honest John, you're the manager for Abdullah the Butcher these days.
Honest John, Mr.
Sir.
Mr. Honest John.
Mr.
That's right. It's Mr. Honest John. Get this started straight. I know I'm from the South, and the folks in Canada can't hardly understand a gentleman from the South, but I'll tell you one thing I do know is that you're going to do this interview right or it's click.
Mr. Honest John, my apologies.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, Mr. Honest John, you're the manager for Abdullah the Butcher these days. So what's going on?
So it's not just these days. It's a lifetime. It's a time in life that you take the finest black specimen that's ever walked the face of the earth and you bring him back home where he's from, and you come back home and you let him do the deal. It's sweet.
Yeah, nothing that he does is sweet in the ring.
You talking about sweet. You bring your sorry self to the ring, and you'll see what it means to can people out of life. You'll see what it means to call the ambulance. You done got the man mad. We've started an interview. Here we are next to the Atlanta airport, and you're acting crazy. He said, bring your stuff to Atlanta. Catch the next airplane. What else, Abdul? He said, Brito. Yes, it'll be Brito. And you know what? We're coming to Pembroke June the 20th. And, it'll be so sweet. I can feel it right here. We're so close to the airport, I'm good mind to bring him right on over the airport and get on the plane now, Mr. Bryan.
It's a good thing I'm not getting in the ring with this guy, but I feel sorry for this Dangerous Dan dude that's got to get in the ring with
Dangerous
Abdullah.
Dan, you know what? You need to go ahead and call his family now, because I understand he's living on the streets up there in Canada around Pembroke or somewhere. The best thing for you to do is find him and send the bulletin out to him as go have his last Thanksgiving. I don't even know if you celebrate Thanksgiving there, but I know one thing you do celebrate. You need to let him get with his family. He's got about 20 days to get with his family and celebrate his last Christmas, his last Thanksgiving, his last Mother's Day, his last Father's Day. He needs to get together with his family now and get it over with, because he's going to be washed out and done away with. Tell him he needs to lose weight, get in the gym. Best thing he needs to do is he needs to get his family together and give him his last rites and let him know all his wishes that he's got going on for his end of his life. Because you know what? I'm bringing the madman from Sudan. We're going to kick butt, and we're not going to take names. We're just going to get it done the old-fashioned way.
I think we lost Abdullah.
We've not lost Abdullah. Abdullah's right here in my presence. Abdullah, oh, you want a fork? Abdullah, put the fork down. We're not even there yet. Don't bust the beer bottle. We're not there yet. Oh, yeah. We're feeling it. We're feeling it now. We're so close. Honest to God, we're so close to there. I'm going to call the limo right on out here and come find your Dangerous Dan.
It's a good thing that the fight is not tonight, because I would feel sorry for anybody having to get in the ring with this guy.
Oh, you don't have to feel sorry. We're going to pin him down.
Hold down that shit.
Hey, don't tell me. Do not tell me to hold down, sir. This is a professional interview with a bunch of jacklegs up in Canada. Let me tell you something about your Dangerous Dan. I understand he's French. There's two things I don't like. That's French mustard and French people. But we're coming to town, and we're going to do what I say we're going to do. I'm going to unleash my fine black specimen. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so good. I'm about ready to run this. He's saying, yeah, bring whosoever will. He's like the good man in the book. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He said, whosoever will. Another thing I can tell you about the finest man on earth, it's like they say, red, yellow, black, or white. Every head is precious in his sight.
What keeps that guy going? He's been wrestling for over 40 years. How does he keep going?
What keeps him going, sir?
Yeah.
There's something in him that's never been put in a man before in the whole earth. That's the beauty of it. See, I understand that. I understand what's inside this man. Nobody else has ever understood it, but I understood it. Had you ever heard anybody talk to him and interpret what he's saying?
No. So what's in him? Is it the ribs?
Pardon?
What's in him that makes him go? You didn't tell me what was in him.
Sir,
he's got something in him.
If I reveal the secret, there'll be people calling from New York. There'll be people calling from Miami, Orlando. I cannot give up the secret of the man. But I can tell you this, that when he's in Tokyo, the Japanese bleed the same. When he's in Canada, the blood runs the same. When he's in Puerto Rico, the blood runs the Dang, whoo! I can't wait. Butcher, send them here.
This guy owns a restaurant. Is he act like this with customers in there eating his food?
You know what? You shouldn't stoop so low as to say, does he act? He is what he is, the madman from Sudan. And all I can say is, Brian, you need to bring your sorry little self into Atlanta, Georgia, and eat some of the finest ribs in the world. Matter of fact, I know this is going worldwide, and I realize it'll be on the Internet, and it'll go worldwide. But let me say this. Mr. Abdullah has two of the finest restaurants in Atlanta, Georgia. And for those that travel worldwide like we do, drop into Korea. We've got fine ribs there, too.
And I bet you no customers complain about the food or the service,
Sir,
ever.
We don't take complaints. We don't have the little card. We have people they're begging for pictures. But the one thing they know, like you said, they do not complain.
And they don't complain about him in the ring either because from what I've seen of Abdullah, I saw him last year, and I've seen a lot of stuff on the Internet. This guy, he lives and breathes the wrestling ring.
You know, Brian, you're exactly right. But let's talk about what we're going to do when we come to town.
That would be
We're
good.
Come to town. We're going to jump in the limo. We're going to enjoy Canada just a little bit there. But you know what? We're going to bring in some nice 8x10 pictures. We're going to be giving autographs. We're going to be having a good time with the people. And then we're going to do what we do best. We're going to go to the ring. We're going to let the blood flow. We're going to bring the people up, and they're going to beg for more. But you know what? Unless they pay more money, they're not going to get it. All I can say is it's rising up again, and what do you do? I mean, what do I do? I mean, where do I go? What do I do? All I can say is find Dangerous Dan.
I think he's in hiding or training right now, one of the two. We're not sure. Or praying. He could be praying.
Bringing this piece of fat slob. That's the only way that Gino Brito can make any money. He can't do nothing else. Now, this is Abdullah the Butcher speaking. You tell Gino Brito for many years he's been trying to come after me himself, but he got too old. But I'm still going. Now he's got some fat piece of trying to come after me. You tell him he better go eat. He better lay down because I'm bringing the coffin so we can bury him. For the last time, I want him and Gino Brito to leave me alone. Now you're hearing it from Abdullah the Butcher. And don't be asking my manager, where do I get my strength? A lot of people ask me that. It's none of your business. Cut the interview. We've got to eat.